Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to be here. First of all, as you know, we built that party more than 3 years ago, and now the movement is growing. I can tell you that I was in Western Canada, in Quebec, actually last Saturday in Montreal. I think that was the biggest crowd for me as a politician. I spoke in front of about 55,000 people. So all these people will support us. That was a march against the vaccine passport that will be imposed in Quebec the 1st of September. But that's only the beginning. That's only the beginning because more and more people will stand up and speak out against that. So I want to have a discussion with you, but before that, I will. I'm a politician, and you know, the establishment politicians every day they are doing a press conference in front the national establishment press and about their promise of the day. So I'm a politician, but I'm doing politics differently. So I will read my press release. It will take 3 minutes. That that will be my promise of the day. But too bad that I don't have the mainstream media in front of me. But that's great that I have real Canadians in front of me. So I will do the first part in English, and sorry, I will do the second part in French because we'll take the video and the mainstream media will be able to listen to me or to read what I said. So let's start with that first. Okay, guys. I don't need Election campaign are a very predictable affair. We already know that every day over the next few weeks, the leaders of the other establishment parties will make costly and unrealistic promises to bribe Canadians and buy their votes. They will promise new spending programs that specific electoral clientele, subsidies to some businesses and industries, grants and privileges to influential special interests, all that financed by borrowed money. Funding also for projects in various communities that should be the responsibility of provinces or municipalities. All the other parties play this game by buying votes. We know that many of these promises are just lies and that the next government won't keep them. But the government keeps getting bigger and keeps controlling more and more of our economy and our lives, year after year, decade after decade. At the People's Party, we are doing politics differently. I promise not to play this silly game. I will not be appealing to your immediate self interest, but to your intelligence and your love for our country.
Yes!
During this campaign, we will only make realistic, responsible promises to reform and improve the way Canada is governed for the benefit of all Canadians.
Yeah!
So, and tomorrow I'll do another announcement, but it will all be based on our platform and what we believe in. And that's important to repeat that to our fellow Canadians because a lot of them don't know that we exist. And that's a challenge, but that's a nice challenge. That's why I'm asking you to help me on that and to speak to your friends and your colleagues about the PPC. So I will read my statement in French now. Are you ready?
Yep.
Les campagnes électorales sont une affaire très prévisible. Nous savons déjà que chaque jour au cours des 5 prochaines semaines, les chefs des autres partis de l'establishment feront des promesses coûteuses et irréalistes pour soudoyer les Canadiens et acheter leur vote. Ils promettront de nouveaux programmes de dépenses que nous ne pouvons pas nous permettre, des crédits d'impôt à des clientèles électorales spécifiques, des subventions à certaines entreprises et industries, des aides financières et privilèges à des lobbies influents, et tout ça financé par de l'argent emprunté. Du financement aussi pour divers projets communautaires qui devraient relever de la compétence des provinces et des municipalités. Tous les autres partis jouent à ce jeu d'achat de vote. Nous savons que beaucoup de ces promesses ne seront que des mensonges, ne seront pas tenues et que le prochain gouvernement qui sera élu ne les tiendra pas. Mais cette surenchère est aussi la raison pour laquelle le gouvernement ne cesse de grossir, de contrôler davantage notre économie et nos vies, année après année, décennie après décennie. Au Parti populaire, nous faisons de la politique différemment. Je promets de ne pas jouer à ce jeu stupide. Je ne ferai pas appel à votre intérêt personnel immédiat, mais à votre intelligence et à votre amour de notre pays. Au cours de cette campagne, nous ne ferons que des promesses réalistes et responsables de réformer et d'améliorer la façon dont le Canada est gouverné, et ce, au bénéfice de tous les Canadiens. Merci. So, we'll see what the mainstream media will do with that. But speaking about the mainstream media, I think I will have a good news for you this Saturday. Because this Saturday morning, the debate commission will have to decide if I will be part of the national debate. And the only criteria for me to be part in this debate, it's for us to be at 4% on average in the polls before Friday. And we had a good news today. I think in a poll we were at 6%. So, yeah, I strongly believe that I'll be there, and I can tell you that will be fun. Because I will answer the questions, and Canadians will be able to see that all of the other establishment political parties are the same on the most important issues for the future of our country. And that will be very different. And I can tell you that we will have an opportunity to grow our party after that. So what we need to do up to now, I was in contact with the head office in Ottawa that is managed by 5 persons only, young guys and one lady, and they're doing their best. And they told me this morning that we have 250 candidates that have been approved.
Yeah!
And we will do more these coming days, and you'll see that we may be able to have a full slate of candidates, 338. And that's important for us because we want to give the opportunity to every Canadian to be able to vote for their values.
Yeah!
And what will be the final result of that election? I believe strongly, as a young party, that we can beat the Greens. And look at their history over there. First of all, it took 20 years and 6 elections for the Green Party to have more than 1.6% of the vote. We did that our first year.
Yeah!
And if you look, on average, historically, on average, the Green Party is on the in the poll or electoral result around 6, 7, 8% for the last 38 years. So for us, I believe that we can have that 4, 5, 6, 7%, or maybe more after only 3 years.
Yeah.
But like Jim just said, we are doing politics differently because you didn't receive any, questions from a poll or a focus group about what must be our platform. All the other political parties are doing polling and focus group to know their platform because what they want to do, they want to please the majority and they want to be in government. We are not doing that. We are doing politics based on principles and on convictions.
Yes.
So, so that's why we are running. When I'm saying we, all our candidates across the country, we are running on the same platform than we had in 2019, and that will be the same platform in 2025.
Yes.
Because we don't pander to any special interest group, like I said in my press release. We don't do racial politics. We don't do identity politics. For us, you are a Canadian and the color of your skin or your sex or your gender is not important.
Yes.
But we will focus on 2 or 3 policies during this campaign because it's a short campaign. So if you want to know our platform, go on our website, People's Party of Canada. But one policy that will be important, and I will ask all our candidates to start their speech, their debate, speaking about that policy. That policy is the freedom policy. It's against lockdowns, mask mandate, curfew, stay-at-home policy, orders, and the vaccine passport. So yes, 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 that will be important because, as you know, the Conservative, the Liberal, the NDP, the Green, the Bloc Québécois, they won't speak about that. They like the statu quo. They like the vaccine passport. They like us to be shame. Yes, shame. They like us to be our life to be controlled by the government. And like I said, I choose freedom, not government control. And I believe that a lot of people will do like that also at this election. It's so important for the future of our country. And speaking about young people, we are here today because we want to officially protest against mass mandate on our kids. It's immoral, unfair, illegal, and unconstitutional. And it's child abuse. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So that's an important fight because we have also the common sense on our side, but we have also now the science on our side. They were telling us in the beginning of the pandemic that they had the science on their side. It was all based on science. 1 mask, 2 masks, 3 masks, all based on science. Now we know, after more than a year, the real scientific, the real studies has been done, and we have the result. You have a mask or no mask, it won't change anything. And if you're outside like that, there's no risk of spreading the virus. So the common sense, the science on our side, but what we must do, I will ask you to do what I did when I was in Manitoba. As you know, I was in Manitoba and to do my Mad Max Freedom Tour over there, and I was arrested, handcuffed, and put in jail for a non-crime after a political gathering. But what I said to the police when he asked me, "Do you have any weapons? Do you have anything that can hurt me?" I said,
Only my word.
"Only my words." Yeah. My words are my weapons. And I will use my weapons for the next 20 days. And we will be able to win. But I'm asking you also to use your words, to use your weapons, like I'm doing, because we had last time 300,000 votes. If each one of you is speaking to 10, only 10 more people, that will be 3 million votes. That can be 16% of the vote.
Yeah!
So it is important because when tyranny becomes law, revolution becomes our duty. It is our duty to speak about what we believe openly with passion and conviction, and we will be able to win that debate because we are doing a common sense revolution, an ideological revolution together. What we need after that election is some of our candidates must be elected, and they will. But I'm realistic. I may not be prime minister after that election. But we will have a freedom voice in Ottawa. We will start the debate, and we will use all the parliamentary tools to help us to have more visibility. And at that time, the mainstream media won't be able to ignore us. They won't, because we will ask questions to the Prime Minister every day. We will do parliamentary commissions on what they did the last year. We will ask witnesses that will come and say, the mask mandate, it's irrelevant. The vaccine passport are unconstitutional and unfair. So we'll have that debate not only here in the park, but we'll have that debate in Parliament, and that will help us to grow.
Yes!
So I'm doing politics, and a lot of our candidates are new in politics, and they're not career politicians, and I like it. But when I jump into politics, I was 43 years old. I did a career before in the financial sector in Montreal, and I decided to be in politics to fight for a smaller government and more freedom. I tried to do it inside the Conservative Party, as you know, and I said that at that time when we created the People's Party, that the Conservative Party of Canada is morally and intellectually corrupt. When I said that, some people were surprised. Oh, it's big words, Maxime. Are you sure? But now I believe that a lot of conservative members understand what I said at that time, and they're coming on our side more and more and more. They know that O'Toole was not able to answer a simple question at this press conference. Imagine at the debate, that would be fun. A simple question. What is your position about your candidate? Do you think that your candidates must have the vaccine? And he was not able to answer. It's so difficult. I don't know. And I said, he didn't ask the question, but I'll go answer on my Twitter. I said, I won't ask my candidate to have a vaccine or to take the vaccine. It's their personal choice, and I don't care, and I don't want to know.
Yeah!
So do what you want. So it was tough to answer that question, but the next one was, what is your position on vaccine passport? Oh my God. That one was very tough also. It took him 10 minutes, and after that, after 10 minutes, you try to remember what was the answer. Didn't give an answer. But that was a big mistake. So at the head office in Ottawa, the Conservative Party at 10 o'clock, the 10 o'clock p.m. the same day, I know them. I was part of that. They did a focus group rapidly. So we want to keep the majority, but we have our base over there that is not happy. So what we're gonna do to keep our base and to have more people. So they issue a kind of a press release saying in one sentence that is against vaccine passport, and 3 paragraphs later that is for vaccine passport. So that's why when you don't have any conviction, it's very difficult to be straight and honest. And he's not. He's lying every time. He lied to the membership of the Conservative Party of Canada when he was running to be a leader. At that time, he wore a mask, a nice blue mask, in advance of everybody. and after the leadership, we saw the real Erin O'Toole, the leftist, the socialist, the globalist. Thank you.
The baby of Justin Trudeau.
Yeah. So we know him, and that's why I'm telling you we can have a lot of support coming from the real principled conservative people in Canada. But not only that, in Saskatchewan, the person that is in charge of our organization there is a former volunteer for the NDP.
Awesome.
I said, "Why are you with us? I like your support, but are you a spy?" and no, he's not. And he said, I don't like what I'm seeing right now with all these parties, and for me, my freedom is more important than anything. And that's why I'm with you and I will support you. That's a great reason. So when I said that our biggest challenge is to be known, because a lot of people don't know, we just started yesterday a billboard campaign all across the country, and you can see, and we have 2 great slogans. And I hope that you will use, speaking to my candidates, that you will use our slogan because I like them. And we must answer the question for Canadians that don't know us. Why I must vote for the PPC? Because the other options suck. It's simple like that. And the second slogan is, you must choose something different. And we are the different and the alternative and the new alternative. And I can tell you, we are a smart populist party that is there to grow. And I hope we'll have a lot of candidates. I hope we can be the official opposition. I don't know what can happen. But I can tell you that we're going to be there for the long term, because they're destroying our country right now. We must stop that. So some of you must say, how come the Trudeau government, the provincial government here, how come these governments were so efficient with their propaganda? They were efficient because they're doing politics based on polling, and they scared the population with that virus. The fear was their best argument, and a very effective one. But to be sure that they're going to be able to influence our population, they use fear, they use propaganda, they spend millions of dollars in ads all across the country, in local newspaper, national newspaper, radio station, TV, everywhere. So you use fear, you spend a lot of money, you create a huge deficit, and after that, you use censorship. Like in a communist country, you censor your opponents. And if you're not able to censor your opponent, you're going to put your opponent in jail. That's what they're doing.
Woo!
And after that, they used the police to help them. They asked the police to give us tickets. But I can tell you that I have maybe for $15,000 of tickets coming from here in Ontario. I won't pay them, and actually they don't want me. And they don't want me in the court to challenge that because they are always postponing the date. I was supposed to be here in Ontario for my first ticket. I think it was $300,000 at the end of June. They postponed that for it was the 25th of July. I called, oh no, we're gonna postpone that again. And now that's the 24th of September. So they are postponing that because they know they won't be able to win in court. We have the law, we have the Constitution on our side. But they use the police and they scare people. Don't come to this rally, you're gonna have a big ticket. That was their strategy. And we must admit that it was efficient. Now we have our strategy. And we know that we will win. Our strategy is based on facts, and we are speaking and only telling the truth. So we will win because the truth always wins.
Yes!
And you can count on me, and I hope that I can count on you. I need your vote, your support, but I believe that Canadians need our voice, the voice of the people, the voice of the People's Party of Canada, the voice of freedom in Parliament. It will happen. We will be there. The mainstream media will have to cover us. It will happen. It's a question of time. I just know when we're going to win all that. We're going to win the first battle, maybe at this election, but I believe that we're going to win the war a little bit later. But I'm patient.
Yeah.
I'm patient, and I count on you. You will help me to win that battle. So I just want to, I spoke with a journalist in French in Quebec yesterday. No, that was Sunday after the big march over there. And he said, Maxime, how come were you there? I said, that was a march against the vaccine passport, and we are against that, and the only party. And the journalist said, yeah, but, if you don't want, because I said I don't want to show me your papers society, he said, if you don't want to show your papers, you just have to take the 2 shots, and that will be it. I said, I won't, and that's my personal choice. But I said, no, you're not right. Because whether you have the vaccine or not, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant because every Canadian will have to show their papers. You'll have to show your vaccine passport, or you'll have to show a negative COVID test. Everybody will have to show their papers, and we don't want a show me your papers society. And I believe that people who have the vaccine will be with us on that.
Yeah.
So we have more and more support, and our support is growing all across the country. But now it's a question of time. It's a short election, and like Jim said, our candidates are here. They need your signatures. Every candidate need 150 signatures from people living in their riding to be an official candidate under the Election Canada. So I count on you to do that. And also at the same time, our candidates will do, and I want you to support them because we are asking them to do debates with the other. You have a local debate here And I can tell you that they will be very good because they will have fun like me. They will have fun. It will be everything about the truth. No to Paris Accord, no to vaccine passport, no to the big fat government that is telling you what to do in your life. Because we believe in you. We believe in you at the People's Party. We believe that you know better than me what is good for you. And we have faith in you. We have faith that you have the ability, the dignity, and the right to make your own decision.
Yeah!
To make your own decision and determine your destiny. So that's why the campaign, the major theme of our campaign will be the freedom revolution. So I hope if you don't know and you want to know more about our party, go on our website, peoplespartyofcanada.ca. You'll have all the platform over there, and we are in the process to update it. And it's easy to update our platform. We don't need to do focus group. We just need to change. We just need to change Andrew Scheer by Aaron O'Toole. That's it. So we are doing that now. And I just want to say in the end, and I like to quote because, I know that he was a Democrat in the US, John F. Kennedy, but that quote is so actual, And he said that in 1961. And when he said that, that was at his inaugural speech in Washington. John F. Kennedy said something that is, for us, that's what we must do. And he said, in the long history of the world, only few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its maximum hour of danger. In its maximum hour of danger. And he said, you are that generation. This is the time, and this is your role. So that's what I'm telling you. The main message from me to you, we must defend freedom in its maximum hour of danger. This is your role. Now is the time. Freedom, yes. Yes. So thank you, everybody. Jim, you want to take the... Yeah. So thank you, and I'll stay with you. And if you have any questions, I'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you.